welcome back. So going back to my last video, I asked why you would expect that this bus would have been parked with spark plugs taken out, oil drained, distributor cap off, and the starter out. So we'll look at a couple of my theories now. Why would somebody remove the spark plugs? And I can think of two real good reasons. One, they're doing a tune-up, or two, they're either checking compression or they're not being able to get the engine to turn over, so you're taking the spark plugs out, which will release that compression and make it easier to spin the engine over. Draining the oil. Again, two things. One, routine maintenance, or two, they're draining the oil out because maybe there's some sort of failure inside the engine. You're draining the oil out to see what comes out, whether it be a bunch of metal, anything like that. You know, that's probably what you're looking for at that point, is to see if any metal comes out with the oil. If that's what you're doing a diagnosis of sorts. Distributor cap being off. Again, maybe there's a problem with spark, and that's why they're trying to pull that apart and see. The starter being out. So couple this in with the spark plugs being out. Maybe there's a problem with getting that engine to turn over with compression, and that's why maybe they burned up the starter and they took it out, or maybe they thought maybe this engine won't turn over and it's froze up. Maybe the starter's fried. And then after doing all that, maybe that's what happened. They just said, hey, I've spent enough time on this old bus. I'm done dealing with it. And just parked it and used it for storage. That's kind of what I think. I'm not sure. Probably never know. But that's what I've come up with. We ended up deciding to get it. My wife was very gracious, and she says, you can get it, that's fine, we can spend the money, but you need to get rid of another bus that you're not using. Ultimately, what the deciding factor was, because this thing is pretty close to junk as it is the fact that it's rare, and I'm not sure if I'll get to see another one of these, if I'll get another chance to get one of these, because this one, 1971, it's almost 50 years old. And stuff that's made out of steel rusts, and when it's 50 years old, sometimes it's not nearly in this good a condition. It's rusted away, it's not worth fixing. This one, there's a shell there, and it's intact. It's worth fixing. It'll take a lot of work, but odds are we're not going to find anything better to work with. Getting it back was the biggest ordeal. The bus itself wasn't very expensive. The lady was just happy to get rid of it. But the fact that it doesn't drive means it needs to either be towed or put on a trailer. And for us, it was about 1,000 miles away. It was down at the bottom end of Georgia, about half hour, 45 minutes from the Florida line. Through some of my contacts, I was able to secure the use of a semi and a trailer. Flatbed trailer that would just barely fit on. It hung off the back, and we didn't have ramps to get it on there, so I had to figure out a way to get it on the trailer. And I got a hold of a local towing company. So let's go ahead and look at some of the photos of that process, because that I did take a bunch of pictures. So this is the tow truck. They're hooking up the truck to the because they didn't have enough room to lift it and get it on the trailer where it was at. So this is them hooking it up. You can see they've got it lifted up from the rear. So right up the street there was a church, and that's what we're doing here. We had a big parking lot. We got the semi lined up with it. They used these two tow trucks, and they ended up lifting it up the way it is, and we were able to back the trailer right under it. So here's the guys who just got it hooked up in the front and the back, and they're starting to lift it. They had me get the truck positioned so we could back under it. They just wanted to lift it up enough because when it's up in the air, it's in danger. It can fall. Not likely, but let's get it on the trailer as soon as we can. So we got to lift it up, back the semi under. They can move it back and forth just a little bit, so we had to get the trailer pretty close and lined up. And this is us pushing it here, getting it on there. Then they're getting it set down. Really cool process. So now we're looking at how are we going to strap this thing down. DOT requires at least 4 chains, 4 binders, 4 corners I should say, and I ended up doing 6. and that would be 4 pulling it forward and 2 pulling it back, because if all 4 of those fail, which isn't likely, it would roll off the back of the trailer, and that would be a problem. I also put some straps up and over the frame of the bus just for additional security to get her locked down. Then when we drove back, the weather was really nice. It was in the 80s, and for us from the north, November, it's getting cold and nasty, and we had the windows down. It was just a nice little highway we took that was off. It wasn't 75, but it kind of followed 75 and took us straight back to 75. And then from there, we worked our way north. It's starting to get dark, and then this picture here is in front of Bluebird, Fort Valley. I didn't tell my wife we were doing this. She thankfully got to go with me. That's not always the case, but she did this time. I didn't tell her. I got off of 75 and we worked our way over to Fort Valley. Now, I wanted to get this picture because Bluebird has the one plant right now. They did have many more. In fact, this bus came from the one in Mount Pleasant, was where it was built. The bus body was. And it's the same as our gray bus. That was also a Mount Pleasant built bus. But Bluebird, Fort Valley is the only location. It's the original location. And I wanted to get a picture of the bus not where it was built, but where the majority of them were probably built. So after that, we ended up driving through a bunch of rain after it got dark, which was kind of nice because the bus ended up getting like a pre-power wash because it's been sitting for years, hasn't gone fast, and then we got her on a trailer going down a road. Also, one of the things I did before we left Georgia, when we got it on the trailer, actually before we got it loaded, was I had taken some diesel fuel, dumped it down the carburetor, and dumped it in each one of the spark plug holes. Diesel fuel, from what I'm told, is good to penetrate and kind of free up an engine that may be froze. I don't know if the engine was froze at the time. It did end up being froze up, didn't want to move, didn't want to turn. We'll come back to that later, but diesel fuel, like I said, from what I've been told, can help free up an engine that's froze up. Then when we got back, the next step was to get it off the trailer. We could call wreckers out and pay them to get it off the trailer again, or had another idea, which my neighbor was very kind and did actually help us with this. He's got some piles of dirt and asphalt on the property right behind us, and I asked him, I says, can you bring a loader over and build us a little ramp that we can back the trailer up to and pull this bus off the trailer? And he said, yeah, no problem. And he said, give me some time. Next time we're moving the loader, we'll stop over there and tune it up. So they built us a little ramp, and we'll show you some footage here of this. was that? Alright, so now we've got it off the trailer, and we got it parked over here. One of the first things I did was wash it, and if you look at these pictures here, big difference. And then this one right here, I purposely washed one side and not the other so you can kind of get an idea of what it looked like just in one picture for before and after. And I did end up washing the rest of it. So my future plans for this bus are, first of all, I just want to get it complete and running and driving. One of the things we learned when we were pulling it off the trailer was I was worried about it high centering, but it ended up being just fine. Figured to pull it forward a little bit, and then I put that block underneath the tire so we could just pull it forward a little bit and then stop, make sure we're good, make sure it doesn't high center. Ended up rolling right over the block. The problem was we didn't have brakes in this bus, so I couldn't stop. So I thought, all right, well, next option is it's a manual transmission. We'll put it in gear and push the clutch, which will disengage the engine from the drive line, and just the transmission will spin. Unfortunately, the clutch is froze up on it too, so when you push the pedal, it's not releasing. So that's something else we got to look into. But the idea there is if you need to stop, you'll let the clutch back out, which will engage the engine that's not spinning to the drive line, which is spinning, and hopefully bring that drive line to a stop, or even break the engine loose, but not likely as slow as we were going. Ideally, I'd love to go through and blast this whole thing, kind of like Gary did with his bus. Just go through, blast it off, start fresh, repaint it, get all the rust off. We're a ways away from that. I gotta have a pole barn, something inside to do that, because as soon as you start removing paint, it's gonna want to flash rust, and you can't have it outside in the weather to do that. I need some time to work on it inside somewhere. So, and we need to get a title for it. I'm in process of that. I'm gonna go with the Vermont route, and probably take another video and talk more about that. The next video, we're gonna work on getting the engine freed up, and we'll show you what we're doing there, and we'll see you next time.